Old and gray, but beg me to stay. The Notebook, 2004. Having someone to grow old and gray with is a fairy tale very few of us get to live, but by the end of The Notebook, you will realize it all will be forgotten the next morning. Lovers who live a lifetime and who beg me to stay and watch the final sleep of a dream come true as night turns to day and we get old and gray. The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, 2008. Old and gray occurring in the reverse of time is a hard-to-swallow fate, but being alone and in the middle of a devastating hurricane while taking your last short, strained breaths might be even worse. Daisy begs me and her dear daughter to stay and listen to her one-of-a-kind story before her end, and boy, oh Button, is it a marvelous one. Gran Torino, 2008. This movie will beg me to stay and watch as Clint goes limp, but is victorious in the bigger picture. Old and gray has no effect on Mr. Eastwood, and this movie once again shows us that fact. Dying old and gray is an accomplishment in itself, but beg me to stay, and me and the Gran Torino will go all the way into another day. Dolores Claiborne, 1995. Vera got old and gray, which is something she cannot stand to live with any longer. Dolores begs her to stay, but Vera has had enough of being cared for and not being able to so much as wipe her own ass. Money cannot stop old and gray, as is true for Miss Vera, but beg me to stay with Dolores and help all we can to the very cruel and bitter end. Logan, 2017. Unspoken begs to stay can also happen, especially when it comes to a worn-down Charles Xavier. Logan nurses Charles every day for being old and gray, something Professor X does not appreciate. But beg me to stay a while longer to see the outcome of these mutants and their old and gray ways of working together one very final time. Kneel and pray or pick a day, either way we all end up old and gray, but beg me to stay.